Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Book Records. So we're looking at T2.42, but first let's do a quick review of Rule 20.2.4. So Rule 20.2 is non-English language documents. And 20.2.4 relates to languages that do not use non-English language documents. And 20.2.4 relates to languages that do not use the Roman alphabet. This is A, B, C, D, etc. And 20.2.4b specifically relates to the Chinese language. So you'll need to include in the citation the Chinese characters, but you can't include the Chinese characters without the accompanying romanization. And romanization here, the Blue Book uses Hanyu Pinyin. This is what they use in China. So basically, you can use traditional or simplified characters. If it's a Taiwanese source, you'll want to use the traditional characters. And then followed by the not necessarily followed by, but or preceded by the pinyin in some situations. So, if you look at example for Wang Taishen, right, you can see that this source, we're talking about a book that he's written. So we'll use the romanization of his name in Chinese, followed by a comma, and then the romanization of the name, and then the name in Chinese, and then in parentheses, I would put in brackets, I would put the translation, the English translation, there as well. And again, you'll want to go to, I would say the most common form of romanization for foreigners who are studying Chinese is using Hanyu Pinyin. So it'll be easier for those who have studied Chinese to see the Hanyu Pinyin rather than any other kind of romanization convention, and there are a few in Taiwan. It's good for consistency as well. So to get the Hanyu Pinyin, you can go to a number of places. Pinyin.info I used because it's a valuable source of information on Pinyin. I often go there for answers to my questions about Pinyin. Translate.google.com is another valuable source. Now all you need to do is pop in the Chinese characters. You could put a sentence in, and so like the name of a book, and then when you put that in, the Hanyu Pinyin will appear below on the web page. So you can just do a copy and paste. Although Blue Book says don't put the tones in the romanization. So you have to take out the tones because I think Google Translate will put the tones in there. Now, moving to T2 dot 42, which is Taiwan. So, and remember too, this is going back to 1912. Basically, the ROC, when it was in China. You'll want to look at this table as well. Now, for cases, right? Just go to the. It will tell you how to abbreviate and cite to, like 大法官解释, the Grand Justice's interpretations, right? Or the Constitution, that's in here as well. And the pinyin is there as well, so you can see for the Constitution they're using small caps and 中华民国宪法, and then in brackets Constitution of the Republic of China. And you can feel free to designate that Taiwan there as well, although it's not in the Blue Book, for the ease of the author's understanding. Statutes, regulations, and decrees. So the 法务部 法规, you can check that out here. Ministry of Justice Laws and Regulations database. 总统府 stuff, you'll go here. Office of the President Gazette. Treaties and conventions. That's in here as well. Citations to bilateral treaties, conventions, international treaties. And other sources. So you'll be able to see a chart here that kind of lays out the sources of law in Taiwan at the end. And at the end of T2, there's this nice little list of links that you can go to see things like the Presidential Gazette, Constitutional Court of Taiwan decisions, that sort of thing. You probably already know this, but this is for the non-Taiwan expert to consult these sources. So that's all for T2.42 Taiwan. Good luck, everybody, and take care.